love science. I didn't even care for what's it, history? What do they call social studies and all that.
Yeah.
That wasn't really my thing. I don't care what happened to me.
You're a science guy.
But you know what they always told me? They said, LaShawn, history always repeats itself. That's what they told me, though, right? So you seeing that?
You know, playoff time, and it's really I talked about in the team meeting today. Is you know, this is a time for all of us to be selfish. You know, every player, every coach, every support staff member, because you know we put so much into this season, getting ready for the season, and we're right where we need to be, and we need to take full advantage of that. And that's that's just really the tightness that we want in the commitment, because.
Yeah, here we go. Says on the beat, boy.
Cause he wanna light, headlights, I've been whipping midnight through the city. I've been going through some things, trying to get my mind right. Push the bucket to the lip, push that bitch into the fence. Gotta get the full control, gotta get my mind right. Headlights, I've been whipping midnight through the city. I've been going through some things, trying to get my mind right. Push the bucket to the lip, push that bitch into the fence. Gotta get the full control, gotta get my mind right. Yeah.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy DMV back with another one, and you guys know what it is, bro. It's Wednesday. Normally, this is about the time that you're finishing the installs and you're getting ready. You know, I'm putting my coach's hat on, but I'm also going to be spicy DMV. And the media has tried to get this Dallas Cowboys team. They've tried to throw them off by different ways, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they really hate us, but they really trying to, find different ways to throw us off because they know that things are lining up. They know that it's different, so they're trying to make it seem like everything's the same. So they started by flattery, Dallas, they might be poised to do it. Dak's playing like we never seen him play before, and this and that. And then now we getting history repeats itself. Y'all lost to San Fran this many times in a row. They're trying to throw this team off and then before then it was, well, you can't sleep on this Green Bay Packers team. Bro, after all the trash y'all been talking all year, all the trash y'all been talking after we lost to San Francisco, all the trash y'all even talked up into the Tampa Bay game, all the trash all year after the Buffalo game, why in the hell would we come into the playoffs, let the Packers come to our home, and sleep on them? Why in the hell would you think why in the hell would you think that this Cowboy team, after all it's been through up until this point, would come into this game sleepwalking? Now, if Green Bay is going to come in and win, they're going to have to take it. Green Bay is going to have to play the very best game that they played all year. And quite frankly, I just don't see it. Quite frankly, I just don't see it with a healthy, focused Dallas Cowboys team coming in here, right? I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do film study and film breakdown analysis, and I'll probably drop that on Friday. But right now, we're talking about the team. We're talking about the pulse, right? So I got 3 reasons why I think this team is poised for a deep playoff run. And I'm talking NFC Championship game, possibly going to the Super Bowl. Number 1, I think this team's going to the Super Bowl. I'm just going to straight up say it. I think we're going to the Super Bowl this year, but we got to take care of business as it comes along. But number 1, the urgency. You hear Mike McCarthy talking about it. They're going to lean on experience this time, and they remember what it felt like last year. Week 5 got here, and our anxiety brewed up, and we couldn't wait for it, and then we just fell apart trying to do things and be who we weren't. And that was probably the best thing that could happen to us. Week 5, getting our butts whipped by San Francisco. Because at that point, before then it was Arizona. That let us know that we can't sleep on teams that we're supposed to blow out, because we were a huge favorite in that game. And then San Fran let us know that we're not as good as we think we are at that moment, and we still need to be able to progress throughout the year. We learned lessons. We learned lessons with wins and with losses. And I believe that Mike McCarthy knows that, and he has a different type of swagger because, see, before, a lot of the things were out of his control. Now the play calling is in his control. And I think that he feels a little bit better about how things are going. You know, we talked about situational football last year. There were times that Kellen called plays that I know he scratched his head on. You know what I'm saying? That he wouldn't call, but he had to do what he had to do. Now it's up to him. He's had the experience in the playoffs. He's gotten the rust out throughout the course of this year, and I think that he's getting this team prepared for a deep run. Number two, our quarterback is different. Why is our quarterback different? Normally he allowed anxiety to eat him up. He would never have anybody to be behind him and have his back. He has Mike McCarthy that has his back now. He has that relationship with him, and I think that he feels comfortable with him, leaning on him. With Kellen Moore, if you look at him, Kellen Moore used to be soiling his pants just as much as Dak was over there. There was nothing that Kellen could really pull from in that moment. Because if we're being completely honest, Kellen's experience was probably just about as much as Dak's experience was, and he was living through Dak. Mike McCarthy has over 30 years of experience to pull from, great quarterbacks to pull from, and he knows what he sees in Dak, and it's showing. You know what I'm saying? Dak is out there glowing on the field like his pregnant fiance. You know what I'm saying? And I think that ever since Dak has announced that he's having a child, that anxiety has there's a different anxiety. His anxiety's over there now. Now he can just go out here and ball. I got my teammates behind me. I got my head coach behind me. I'm gonna go out there and do the damn thing. And I think that's where we're seeing the different Dak. Once Mike got a little bit of the rust off and gave his quarterback, the keys to the kingdom, you know what I'm saying? There's been a lot more fluidity in this team. You know, we started off as a team that was playing very rigid, that was playing behind the defense. We realized the defense ain't as good as it is, and Dak has had to take this thing over, and he's having an MVP type year. So that's number two. I think that Dak and McCarthy, you know what I'm saying, that relationship is what's going to drive it. And number three, Brandon Cooks, baby. Brandon Cooks. Shout out to the Dak Attack for giving me this motivation on this point this morning. But Brandon Cooks, normally we're going into these games, we would have Kellen Moore calling plays, and our number two, we didn't have a number two. We didn't have a counter. Brandon Cooks is our counter punch now, guys. If you decide you want to do something funky and you try and, try and get pressure a certain way, and, you try and leave us one-on-one, and you try and get Brandon Cooks ain't going for that. So if y'all try and take away CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks is going to get about 6 to 7 catches. We have a counter now. The reason that CeeDee Lamb is able to do what he's able to do is because the veteran production out of Brandon Cooks, the timely catches, the corner routes, the third downs. We got guys that are going to make plays now. We didn't have that before. Now Ferg can make plays, but it really is because Brandon Cooks, you know what I'm saying, the unsung hero. He's been an unsung hero in these games, you know what I'm saying? And that allows for guys to really be who they are because he has experience to lean on. Stephon Gilmore has experience to lean on. The guys we brought in for those picks, they're going to pay dividends, and they're going to really help us get over the hump of that divisional game. I'm just going to tell you that right now, guys. So appreciate y'all for stopping by, but this urgency is different. I feel it. I know you guys feel it too. Leave your comments in the comment section, man. I'm out. Peace.